Before we start our analysis in Symon, there are two important steps that must be done first. We need to define the problem and identify the type of analysis. The type of analysis you choose depends on the problem you want to solve. Symon provides 5 types of predictor tools that you can use to perform your analysis. They are Regressor for regression analysis, Classifier for a classification analysis, Forecast for a forecasting analysis, Gender Classifier for a text classification analysis using gender, and Smart Matcher for analyzing missing or incorrect data. If you don't know which tool to use for your analysis, there's also a general predictor tool. With the predictor tool, Symon chooses the best analysis for your data. But if you know the questions that you want to ask and you understand which analysis to use to get to your answers, then you can choose your own predictor. This can save some processing time and further target your analysis. Let's look a bit closer at each of these tools and the type of analysis it can do. The Classifier tool is useful when you want to perform a classification analysis. A classification analysis lets you predict a category. Examples of categories are yes or no, the different blood types, or assigning email to spam or non-spam. Classification models can answer questions such as, is this customer about to churn? Will this loan be approved? Will this patient develop diabetes? The Regressor tool is useful when you want to perform a regression analysis. A regression analysis lets you predict a number or a continuous value. In a sales analysis, perhaps you want to predict how many sales transactions will occur next year. There could be hundreds of factors that influence that number, such as the time of day, the weather, or even the occurrence of a natural disaster. The people in your company may have a theory as to how sales are impacted. For example, the more it rains, the more we sell. Regression analysis is a way of sorting out which of those variables has an impact. It answers the questions such as, how much revenue will this deal bring? How many customer complaints are we receiving? What is the temperature going to be tomorrow? The Forecast tool is useful when you want to predict future numeric values based on a time series. For example, perhaps you want to forecast sales for each quarter over the next year. The Forecast tool will use your historical data to predict a future numerical value. It determines if there is a pattern over time. It answers questions like, how much inventory should I keep on hand for a given month? How many support calls can I receive per hour? And how much in commission sales will be earned in the next quarter? The Gender Classifier tool is useful for analyzing HR data where the gender information may be missing. For example, perhaps you want to determine if salary is equal between genders for similar job positions, but without the gender data, you can't perform an analysis. The Gender Classifier tool will analyze a person's name and determine the probability that a person is male or female. Finally, the Smart Matcher tool is terrific for cleansing data. Let's say you have 2 datasets. One dataset contains imperfect, messy data. It has duplicated data, misspelled data, and missing data. The other dataset contains clean data and can serve as an answer key. Smart Matcher will match the messy dataset to the clean dataset, allowing Symon to turn your messy data into clean, usable data. And that's it. You've learned about Symon's predictor tools and the types of analyses they perform.